Nationwide at 5.
Good afternoon, I'm Andrew Cannon. Coming up in the news for this Saturday, December 13, 2025, World Central Kitchen will remain in Jamaica until January 2026 to provide meals to persons displaced by Hurricane Melissa. JCF warns it will be taking a zero-tolerance approach to persons who obstruct the free flow of traffic during the Christmas period. Residents of St. Elizabeth now have access to critical social support services following the hosting of Solidarity Fair in Black River on Friday. On the international scene, 3 Americans killed by IS gunmen in Syria, US military says. And in sport, Salah is back in Liverpool squad. Slot said it was an easy decision. The details after this.
If it's news, it's got to be Nationwide 90 FM.
World Central Kitchen WCK will remain in Jamaica until January 2026. WCK liaison Denise Cagley Jefferson gave the update during a briefing at the National Emergency Operations Center, NEOC, at the Office of Disaster Preparedness and Emergency Management ODPM on Thursday. The move will ensure that residents in communities impacted by Hurricane Melissa will have hot meals during the Christmas season. Mrs. Cagley Jefferson said that residents and government officials had requested that the organization remain in the island during the holiday period. WCK reports that it has already provided more than 1 million meals, equivalent to 40,000 hot meals a day, along with sandwiches, fruits and water to hurricane-impacted residents. It operates through more than 180 distribution sites between Montego Bay and St. Elizabeth, leveraging a core of local drivers and chefs to cook and deliver culturally relevant meals that are prepared using Jamaican ingredients. WCK not only offers nourishment but a template for disaster response that respects Jamaica's culture and economy. The Jamaica Constabulary Force JCF is warning that it will be taking a zero-tolerance approach to persons who obstruct the free flow of traffic in town centres during the busy Christmas period. Assistant Commissioner of Police assigned to the Strategic Operations Portfolio and the Public Service and Traffic Enforcement Branch, Dr. Gare McKenzie, says the police will be clamping down on motorists who block other persons from moving freely. Speaking during a Jamaica Information Service think tank on Monday, ACP McKenzie stressed that the police will not tolerate obstruction through parking of vehicles being abandoned. He also said that when persons return to vehicles, they may not find them at the location because lawmen have to ensure that there are no delays or frustration on thoroughfares. Meanwhile, the ACP also said that vehicles will be impounded, tickets will be issued, and owners will not be able to retrieve their vehicles without facing prosecution. Prime Minister Dr. Andrew Holness is giving the assurance that the government is to intensify efforts to regularize land settlements in Westmoreland. Addressing a land titling ceremony at the Lokovia Community Centre in St. Elizabeth on Friday, Dr. Holness said Hurricane Melissa brought renewed attention to the parish's settlement challenges. He explained that the current pattern in Westmoreland is neither structured nor orderly, while adding that the deeper issue is insecurity of tenure. Dr. Holness said many persons in the parish are not landowners, but rather they rent or have permission to occupy the land. The Prime Minister acknowledged that while land settlement is an emotional issue, it must be addressed from a planning and governance perspective. He stressed that the aim of regularization is to provide long-term security and sustainability. Meanwhile, more than 700 residents of St. Elizabeth across 34 communities are now landowners under the government's Systematic Land Registration SLR program. During the land titling ceremony held at the Lokovia Community Centre in the parish on Friday, some 50 residents received their titles. In his remarks, Prime Minister Dr. Holness said land titles are instruments of economic empowerment and building blocks of a safer and more prosperous Jamaica. He reported that as of December 1, the National Land Agency NLA distributed some 9,577 certificates of title under the program, of which nearly 6,000 were handed over in St. Elizabeth. He explained that under the program, the government has taken on the legal cost of surveying lands. Through the SLR program, persons who have been in open, undisturbed and undisputed possession of land for 12 years or more are afforded the opportunity to obtain titles for these lands. Residents of St. Elizabeth now have access to critical social support services as the Ministry of Labour and Social Security (MLSS) hosted a solidarity fair in Black River on Friday. Under the program, a $20,000 grant is given for immediate relief. However, Labour and Social Security Minister Pernell Charles Jr. is stressing that under the program, there will be real transformation by connecting people to long-term training, employment and social services.
It is a gateway program designed to connect Jamaicans with the tools and opportunities needed to build sustainable pathways out of poverty. Beneficiaries of the Solidarity Program can access referrals for job training through Heart NSTA. They can get support through PATH, social pension, assistance in obtaining birth certificates, TRN, civil documents, and a host of other services across government.
The minister highlighted that the implementation will be done in phases.
Implementation continues in phases to ensure that those who are most in need are prioritized. In phase one, our team works with the members of parliament across the constituencies, and at the constituency offices we work to mobilize and upload applications.
Minister of Labour and Social Security Pernell Charles Jr. Under phase 2, there will be partnerships with churches, NGOs and civil society to identify vulnerable individuals. Phase 3 features an upcoming national self-referral period for direct online applications. Solidarity fairs were previously held in Portland, St. Mary, Manchester, Kingston and St. Andrew, with Solidarity teams also participating in MLSS community outreach events across several parishes. The fairs provide on-the-spot support with assistance from partner agencies such as NIS, PATH, and Tax Administration Jamaica, TAJ. To news now on the international scene, 2 U.S. soldiers and a U.S. civilian interpreter have been killed in Syria in an ambush by an Islamic State gunman, the U.S. Central Command has said. Officials said 3 other service members were injured in the attack, during which the gunman was engaged and killed. U.S. President Donald Trump wrote on social media that it was an ISIS attack against the U.S. and Syria and said there would be a very serious retaliation. The identities of those killed are being withheld for 24 hours until their next of kin have been informed, the U.S. Central Command said. And now to sport. Liverpool boss Arne Slot said it was an easy decision to include Mohamed Salah in his squad against Brighton and there was no issue to resolve. The 33-year-old made his first Liverpool appearance since claiming he had been thrown under the bus by the club following last weekend's 3-3 draw with Leeds. What's been said between the two of us, I've said many times, for me that stays between us, Slot told Sky Sports after the 2-0 victory over Albion. He was back in the squad and we needed him. The Egypt forward received a warm applause from home fans as he was substituted in the 26th minute at Anfield following an injury to defender Joe Gomez. He then provided the assist to Hugo Etiquette's second goal and whipped a corner into the box, and renditions of his chant followed from the home supporters. Salah had chances to increase Liverpool's lead, firing over the bar before overcooking a pass for Andy Robertson before he did a lap of the pitch at full time. And now for a recap of the top stories making the news at this hour. World Central Kitchen will remain in Jamaica until January 2026 to provide meals to persons displaced by Hurricane Melissa. JCF warns it will be taking a zero-tolerance approach to persons who obstruct the free flow of traffic during the Christmas period. Residents of St. Elizabeth now have access to critical social support services following the hosting of Solidarity Fair in Black River on Friday. You can find the news on our website at rivernews.ai and on the River News app available on Google Play and the App Store. News is next at 5 tomorrow afternoon. Good afternoon.
To do in one location, make Megamart your one-stop shop. Pick up your groceries and houseware needs, grab a bite and pay some bills, fill your prescriptions and see the beauty products in our pharmacy, all in one amazing location. My Megamart, the best value by far.
The Police Civilian Oversight Authority will be hosting its Transforming Our Police Service TOPS program on Thursday, December 18, 2025. The TOPS program, established in 2019, aims at ensuring that police officers adhere to Jamaica Constabulary Force policies. Additionally, the program looks at boosting their confidence, morale, and spirits. The program is comprised of 4 phases: the TOPS Area Competition, the TOPS Area Award Ceremony, Area Command Performance, and Area Command Reinspection.